Hello friends, welcome back to Edupedia Word videos. In this video, we will be discussing volume of combination of solids. Friends, for a sphere, volume of a sphere is given as 4 by 3 pi r cube cubic units, where r is the radius of sphere. So if we have to calculate the volume of a hemisphere, it will be half of this value, that is 2 by 3 pi r cube cubic units. Similarly, for cuboid, we have LBH as its volume, where L is the length, B is breadth, and H is height. Friends, a cube is a cuboid with all these L, B and H as equal. So it will be, if L is equal to A, then it will be LBH, that is A into A into A, as the volume of cube. So it will be A cube cubic units. Volume of a cylinder is pi r square h cubic units, and for cone it is 1 by 3 of this value, that is 1 by 3 pi r square h cubic units. Now let us discuss some questions on volume of combination of solids. The first question says a solid is in the shape of a cone standing on a hemisphere. So we have a solid as a hemisphere and a cone standing on this hemisphere, with both their radii being equal to 2 centimeters. So since both the radii are same, their base will coincide, and the radii is 2 centimeters for both, and the height of the cone is equal to its radius. Now height of cone is equal to radius, that is, it is also 2 centimeters. Find the volume of the solid in terms of pi. Friends, volume of this solid will be volume of cone plus volume of hemisphere. Now volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h, whereas volume of hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Now radius of cone is equal to radius of hemisphere, and the radius is 2 centimeters, which is also equal to height of the cone. So on substituting the value, if let V denote the volume of the complete solid, it will be 1 by 3 pi 2 square into 2 plus 2 by 3 pi 2 cube. 2 square into 2 will also be 2 cube. So all in all we have pi into 2 cube common, and 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3 as the remaining part. So it will be pi into 8 plus LCM is 3, and the numerator will be 1 plus 2. So we have 3 over 3, that is simply multiplied by 1. So volume of the solid is 8 pi cubic units, and here units are centimeters, so volume is 8 pi centimeter cube. In the second question, the statement says a gulab jamun contains sugar syrup up to 40% of its volume. Find approximately how much syrup would be found in 15 gulab jamuns, each shaped like a cylinder with two hemispherical ends with length 3 centimeters and diameter 1.2 centimeter. So friends, the shape of the gulab jamun is in the shape like a cylinder with hemispherical ends, and diameter is 1.2 centimeters whereas the length of this gulab jamun is 3 centimeters. So the length or the height of the cylinder, if denoted by h, will be 3 minus this part and this part. Now either of this length is just the radius of the hemisphere, and radius of hemisphere is equal to radius of cylinder also, or cylinder, which will be 1.2 by 2 centimeters, that is 0.6 centimeters. So height h of cylinder will be 3 minus 2 into 0.6, because this value is 0.6 and this radius is also 0.6. So it will be 3 minus 1.2 centimeters, that is 1.8 centimeters. Now we need to find how much syrup would be in 15 gulab jamuns. If 40% of gulab jamun contains syrup or sugar syrup. Friends, first of all, let us calculate the total volume of this gulab jamun. Total volume will be volume of cylindrical part plus 2 into volume of one hemisphere. One hemisphere. Now we know that volume of cylinder is given by pi r square h, whereas volume of hemisphere is given by 2 by 3 pi r cube. Here both capital R and small r are same, because both of these radii are having same values. So taking pi common and r square also common, we have h plus 4 by 3 r as this value inside the brackets in centimeters cube. Now pi as it is and r is nothing but 0.6. So 0.6 square will be 0.36, and h is the height, which is 1.8 plus 4 by 3 into radii, which is 0.6. So we have 22 by 7 into 0.36, and this value will be 1.8 plus 0.8, that is 2.6. So 2.6 and units are centimeter cube. So on solving this value, we will get volume of one gulab jamun, but we need to calculate the syrup, and that too in 15 gulab jamuns. So volume of 15 similar gulab jamuns will be this volume multiplied by 15, that is 22 by 7 into 0.36 into 2.6 into 15. Whereas volume of sugar syrup in 15 gulab jamuns will be 40% of this value, because in one gulab jamun we have 40% of sugar syrup. So 40% is 40 by 100 into this value. This value on calculation, friends, is 44.12. So we have this much of volume of sugar present in 15 gulab jamuns, and this value is 17.648 centimeter cube, or on rounding off to the nearest integer we will say that this value is nearly 18 centimeter cube. So 18 centimeter cube of sugar syrup by volume is present in the given set of 15 gulab jamuns. If 40% of sugar syrup is present in one gulab jamun. Now moving on to the last question of this video, the statement says a vessel is in the shape of inverted cone. We have a vessel in the shape of an inverted cone of height 16 centimeters and radius of open top. This top is open and its radius is 5 centimeters. It is filled with water up to the brim. By up to the brim, we means that this cone or vessel is completely filled with water. When spherical lead shots of radii 0.5 centimeters each are dropped into the vessel, we have dropped some spherical shaped balls in this inverted cone. 1/4 of water flows out. 1/4 of this water has flown out, and radii of this spherical lead shots is 0.5 centimeter. Find the number of lead shots dropped in the vessel. Friends, first of all, let us calculate the volume of the water inside this cone. Now since it is filled up to the brim, so the volume of water inside the cone is the total volume of this cone. That is, volume of water in the cone is equal to 1/3 pi r square h, which is the volume of this cone, centimeter cubes, because units are centimeters. So radius of this cone is 5, so we have 5 square, and height is 16. So we have the value as 400 pi centimeter cube. As the volume of cone. Now let us calculate volume of one spherical ball. So let us denote it by V sphere, and it will be 4/3 pi small r cube, where r is the radius of this ball. So it will be 4/3 into pi into 0.5 cube centimeter cube. That is, this value will be 4 into 5/10 into 5/10 into 5/10 pi/3. That is, it will give us 2, so it will cancel, and the value will come out to be pi/6 centimeter cube. Now, as we know by the general physics that the volume of water displaced will be the volume of the volume of the total lead shots placed or dropped inside this cone. That is, volume of water displaced, which is 1/4 of this volume, is equal to the volume of, or the total volume of, say X spheres which are being dropped inside this vessel. So we can say that 1/3 or 1/4 into 400 pi/3 is equal to, say we have x spheres and volume of one sphere is pi by 6, so x into pi by 6. Now this pi will cancel this pi and the value of x will be 400 by 4 into 3 into 6. That is, x is 200 spheres or 200 lead shorts. So the required number is 200. So friends, these were some questions on volume of combination of solids. Thanks friends for visiting edupediaword.com.